There's a reason why I make autism awareness videos. And the reason is stuff like this.
This is called stimming. When he gets excited or is happy, he expresses himself by flapping and waving his hands and fingers. He doesn't know what gang signs are.
Really? Gang signs? You can't look at this child and see that he's not affiliated with the Bloods or the Crips? Like, you looked at this video and you came up with gang signs. This is the reason why I make autism awareness videos. Because if people understand some of the traits, then there won't be comments like this. I don't know who... Never mind. So, this child is stimming. So, in today's video, I'm gonna do a TikTok compilation of stimming so you can have an idea of what stimming is, what it looks like, and what you can do with it. Alright, so let's get into the video. Hey special family, welcome back to another video. So today's video is based around stimming. I was on TikTok, not minding my business. I love watching TikTok. I love TikTok, but sometimes the comments just be getting your girl all riled up for no reason. If you're new here, hi, I'm Autism Mom, and on this channel we talk about autism and everything in between. If you like to be part of the family, subscribe. It's free. Hit the notification bell so you can know whenever I post another video. So, what is stimming? Stimming is this.
So this is a really awesome question, and these words have a lot of S's in them, and I have a lisp, so bear with me. Stimming is self-stimulating behaviors. You have seen people who are special needs and people who aren't special needs do this when they're excited, when they're nervous, sometimes when they're happy. Sometimes it's a walking on the toes, holding of the ears, ticking, lilac clicks sometimes. I think it's adorable. Sometimes they could be hurting themselves. Some people get therapy for their children to try to keep them from doing the stimming that hurts themselves. Lilac doesn't get the therapy for her to stop stimming. At one point, she was digging in her eyes, and that was dangerous because she was getting eye infections. But I think her stimming is adorable, and I think we should all know stimming when we see it, so we don't stare and act a fool about it.
So there are different types of stimming. There are harmful stims, and there are stims that are not harmful. So these are the different types of stimming that you could see. When you see these, you'll already know, okay, that's someone with autism. Now, normal people stim too. Don't think that special need people or people that have autism are the only people that stim. You as a neurotypical person, you stim too. Biting your nails is a stim. Tapping is a stim. When you're nervous, tapping with your feet is a stim. Some people like playing in their hair, it's a stim. The only difference is kids with autism do it in a different way, and this is what it looks like.
Here's a child stimming on the autism spectrum, which you can see as repetitive movements, the same movements over and over again.
Auditory stimming is when you stim using your sense of hearing. Some examples include listening to the same song on repeat, or even repeating the same section of a song, like a chorus or verse. That's the most obvious way to auditorily stim. There are other ways where we make our own sounds. Clapping, finger flicking, tapping, all of these include auditory stimming. We can also listen to the noises that other objects make. A lot of people with hypersensitive hearing will auditory stim a lot. If this sounds like you, try out ear defenders. They only block out the loud noises. You can still hear things around you.
Please don't tell your autistic child to stop stimming, because this is what it feels like to them when you tell them to stop stimming.
Could you stop doing that, please?
Doing what?
That weird thing you're doing with your legs?
It's called stimming. I do this because I'm autistic and it helps calm me down and soothe me when I'm overstimulated, and on top of that, it just feels good. And it gives me a sense of control.
Okay, that's fine, but could you do that later?
Excuse me?
Well, you know, it's just kind of weird and annoying, and it's giving me sensory overload.
How is me doing this giving you sensory overload?
Well, when I turn and look at you, it could only focus on you doing that.
Well, you know what? I'm doing this because you're giving me sensory overload.
Wait, what? Yeah, that's right. You're giving me sensory overload. So maybe you should stop doing whatever you're doing to give me sensory overload and make me stim. And if it's too much for you, go to another room. Oh, dude, I'm just... And I'm not weird and annoying. I'm autistic, and you're an ableist.
Lastly, this is the advice to autism parents.
If you're the parent of an autistic child, here's some advice from someone who's autistic. Let your child stim. Stimming is self-stimulatory activity. Examples could be rocking back and forth. This thing I like to do with my leg. This thing I do with my legs. Waving my arms back and forth. Doing this thing with my fingers as I'm waving my arms back and forth. You know what the cool thing is? Everybody stims. Pacing back and forth, whistling at random. And if your autistic child is stimming, let them stim. Now, if it's harmful, then you might want to try and help your child find a less harmful stim. We stim when we get overwhelmed, when we're excited, and if we're in a situation that we have no control over, it gives us a sense of control. Also, if your child does a harmful stim, it's not because they want to hurt themselves. Believe it or not, it's actually a form of comfort. So if they're harmfully stimming, don't make them stop overall. Help them find another form of comfort.
I hope you've learned something from this video. And I hope that the next time you see someone stimming, you will be able to recognize it and that you won't think that they're throwing up gang signs. So, thank you for your attention, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!